Despite half a century passing since the assassination of American President John F. Kennedy, watching the indelible footage captured on Abraham Zapruder's video camera is still as grasping as it was in the fall of 1963. It's now almost 50 years since the assassin's bullet killed the 35th president while his beautiful wife sat alongside him in one of the world's most iconic and unforgettable moments of the 20th century.
From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago.
The death of JFK gripped the world, sparking numerous conspiracy theories and decades of investigations. Yet for the American public, the moment the news broke on the 22nd of November 1963 was so shocking that the confusion is still ingrained in people's memories.
I was with my family, and we couldn't believe it. It was a terrible event and just unbelievable. Not as unbelievable as 9/11, but almost.
The news of Kennedy's death didn't just shake Americans, but its impact caused dismay all around the globe.
I do, yes. I was on stage. I was in an amateur theatre company. I was very young, and I was on stage doing a little play, and we announced it to the audience, and the audience gasped. And it was very difficult to carry on with the play after that great tragic loss.
Kennedy left behind an allure which extends far beyond just political achievements, but is also highlighted by his activities in civil rights and charity work, charismatic support for West Berlin, and his commitment to his country sending man to the moon.
Part of the allure of this story is this immigrant past, this man who was given really every opportunity, who then had a very successful career, became president of the United States, but then used his power, I believe, to help both the needy in this country and African Americans who are discriminated in this country, but also cared deeply about poverty and disease in the Third World, and launched a number of programs, the Peace Corps and more foreign aid to help those lands. So there's just something very hopeful, again, about that story, and I think that's what really helps to capture America's imagination.
JFK's nephew said that despite his uncle having one of the shortest tenures in the Oval Office, the 35th president had more than a significant impact on US history.
And the thing that is so compelling about the John F. Kennedy legacy was that he asked people to give of themselves to make the world a better place. He asked Americans in his famous inaugural, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. He asked the world through the Peace Corps, through the Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, how can we together make the world a safer place?
Caroline Kennedy, the only surviving child of President Kennedy and his wife after her brother, John F. Kennedy Jr., died in a plane crash in 1999, was recently appointed as the first female US ambassador to Japan.